we prepare for service, mahalo akea kua. Thank you, God. And as we hold a moment of thought and prayer for the love of life that comes out from Kailua Kona, we say mahalo akea kua, blessing the service, give it to be the best inspiration for the community of unity in the world. And so it is. Amen. Aku mau mau, aku mau mau pa. Ho mai, ho mai, ho mai, ho mai ka iki mai luna mai ona mea huna no awe mele ho mai, ho mai. Ho mai, ho mai ka iki mai luna mai ona mea huna no awe mele ho mai, ho mai, ho mai, ho mai ka iki mai luna mai ona mea huna no awe mele Hili hoi akala o Mauka o Kona. Hili hoi o Makai, wherever you come from. Welcome, Unity of Kona. What an honor it is to be here sharing a little bit of unity community here in Kailua Kona, Hawaii. And so as we send it out to the world with the prayer chant of the Hawaiian culture, the Eo Mai, which is the beseeching of their ancestors in the Great Spirit, done in octaves showing layers of meaning. The first story being told. Higher octave, why would we be telling these stories to our children? And then the highest octave is for the wisdom of life experiences that become our stories. With this knowledge, we don't have to repeat them over and over. So let's all beseech the Great Spirit and our ancestor for the wisdom of life experiences. And with that, we'd welcome everybody, and it's an honor to be here. My name, Jim Carey, Uncle Jim. As we do the platform today, we get started with our service with everybody standing as we do our affirmation, vision, and mission statements. Affirmation this month, together. I awaken to truth, grow in awareness, and build Christ consciousness in my life. So it is. Here at Unity, we come together with a vision, a world family of oneness, peace, and love, with our mission to inspire spiritual growth and service through the active practice, love, prayer, faith, joy, and honoring everyone as a child of God. And while I got everybody standing, we're going to get together with our choir up front, do our opening songs, the One Big Family, which is what we are. We call it Ohana. Get your dance shoes on.
Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are one. big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are one, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who you come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah.
Woohoo! Thank you, everybody. And now let's greet one another here in the sanctuary. As we take just a couple moments out, please forgive the break, but we got to say hi to one another. And so if you're joining us online, it's a great time to put a little comment in the comment section line. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, wherever you're watching from. We'll greet all you back again in a moment. Mahalo. Welcome to everybody. Yeah, what a joyous crowd we have. We make a joyous noise. Dancing in this. It's an amazing world we live in, and having Ohana is such an honor. Don't forget to join us upstairs. We might have a few snacks to go on. We'll share around, and we'll have more fellowship after service. But right now is the time in our service we'd like to welcome any guests and visitors in the sanctuary. I see pretty familiar faces. But if you're joining us online, let's all work it together with a great big aloha and God bless you. Thank you for joining us here this beautiful Sunday morning. And as we get started with our service, well, of course, there's a few announcements. And first and foremost, we are a prayer ministry. And we have the prayer request forms in the back of the sanctuary. Please feel free to fill those out. Drop them in the box. Our chaplains pray over them here, and then we send them on to Silent Unity. Silent Unity is over in Lee Summit, Missouri, Unity Village, the home of Unity. And we have the Be Unity app. With that app, download it on your phone. You get instant connection to the power of prayer. 2 or more are to gather together, and it's a 30-day prayer visual. And 24 hours a day, they pray over our prayers, so you know this power of prayer is tenfold and better. So let's all utilize the power of prayer. And with that, you can also, with that app, you can get inspirational meditative videos in excess of hundreds of articles. And now for a few more announcements, I've asked Patrick to fulfill that duty. So thank you. Welcome, Patrick.
Good morning, everybody. Congratulations to our team member of the month, Jim Carey. Mahalo, Jim, for your loving service to our spiritual center. We are blessed to have you at Unity of Kona. Jim served on the board for the past 4 years. He was the board treasurer. He's our platform assistant, sets up the sanctuary each Sunday for services, sings in the choir, and brings delicious food for fellowship. Jim, your can-do attitude, willingness to offer needed support and share your time, energy, and talents is greatly appreciated. You are a bright and shining light, and we are grateful for your spirit of aloha and loving service. We love you. Thank you so much, Jim. Some of our ohana are in need of food items. Please bring foods that do not require refrigeration and not much cooking, such as canned and packaged dry foods. The box at the top of the stairs labeled Hawaii Food Basket will be used to collect these items. Mahalo nui. Rev Sophia will be personally reaching out to connect with Unity of Kona official members. If you are not an official member and would like to schedule a one-on-one conversation, then there is a sign-up sheet at the back of the sanctuary, or send an email to unityofkona@gmail.com with minister call in the subject line. Please include your name, phone number, and the best days and times for her to reach you. Thank you, Reverend Sophia. Spiritual Gifts Workshop. Our goal in studying spiritual gifts is to support you in delving deeper into your true self, who you have come here to be, and then experience your unique expression, which flows from the unique perspectives, passions, and purpose you individually hold in life. It'll last about 2.5 to 3 hours, depending on the number of participants, and will be offered virtually by Reverend Sophia. What we need to know is if you're interested in the workshop, and if yes, what days and times work for you. Send an email to unitykona@gmail.com if interested, or there's a sign-up sheet at the table in the back of the sanctuary to add your name. Kaylin's Warrior Fun Run is holding their 5th annual fun run to support families with children affected with brainstem tumors and brain cancer in Hawaii. We can show support by coming out and walk and run, or just say aloha on Sunday, May 25th at Old Airport Beach Park, anytime between 8 a.m. and 2 p.m. Upstairs on the bulletin board is the flyer with a QR code to register. Registered participants will receive a t-shirt and wristband. There will be a sign-up sheet on the side table at the back of the sanctuary, and some will meet at 8 to walk, and so sign up and come join us. Today at 11:45 is our board meeting. Everybody is welcome to join us. Ukulele Monday evenings from 6 to 7 p.m., led by Dondi, from beginners to experts here in the sanctuary. Bring your uk, some will be available to use. Come learn, play, and share. Meditation Tuesday evening, May 20th, from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m., facilitated by Sean. Join us for an evening of self-healing, meditation, and discovery. Unity of Kona choir practice is Monday, May 19th, from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. Bring your music booklets. For our regular weekly and monthly events, there's a flyer on the small table at the back of the sanctuary. Feel free to pick one up. And as you know, it takes a village to run our spiritual center, and we appreciate everyone. Kindly consider supporting Unity of Kona by becoming a contributor and sharing your time, talent, and treasure. There are several updated sign-up sheets in the back of the sanctuary for you to consider, along with the refreshment sign-up sheet upstairs. Mahalo.
Thank you, Patrick, for all you do too, man. It's an amazing organization, and without these volunteers, it wouldn't happen. So please feel free to join us, contact somebody here, get involved with the Unity community. Absolutely. And with that, it's time for our daily word. And today I've asked Shelley come up and do our daily word for us. So please welcome her, my friends.
Thank you. Good morning. Today's word is cherish. And our affirmation today is I cherish opportunities to share the love of God. It isn't the price of something that determines its value. It is how much it is cherished. It's not how something looks or what it costs that makes it beautiful. It is the love and wonder I feel that helps me cherish it. Just like the gifts I give, I imbue my relationships with love. I cherish those for whom I care deeply, and I want them to feel cherished by me. I hold the intention for love and connection that is at the heart of my every exchange. Just as I feel cherished as a divine being, I cherish the love of God through my kind and considerate acts. At the heart of every kindness I extend is the prayer that those I serve will feel cherished, not only by me, but by God. So deeply do we care for you that we are determined to share with you not only the gospel of God, but also our own selves, because you have become very dear to us. 1 Thessalonians 2:8. And together share with me, I cherish opportunities to share love of God, and so it is.
Thank you, Shelley. We cherish all you do here at the service also. Thank you so much. And with that, it's time to get comfortable. And as we go into a moment of peace and quiet and within ourselves, we expand this energy as we breathe in and create a beautiful heart. And as you expand this loving energy to those around you, feel it flowing in and through you. See that loving energy flowing around every person in this sanctuary. And then exhale and spread it out to every person, every being on this earth and in this world. And now, if you know of any circumstances in your life or anyone you know in need of prayer, let's take a moment and see this all in the center of what we just created, this most beautiful, loving heart. And with all these thoughts and prayers, we'll come together and pray for everyone in the prayer for protection. For the light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. And the presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. And wherever I am, God is, and all is well. Mahalo ke akua. Thank you, God. Amen. And with that, we'll have a little more music. And so we got Dondi and the choir doing something together. And so let's see what's going to happen next.
It's in
every
one of us to be wise. Find your heart, open up both your eyes. We can all know everything without ever knowing why. It's in every
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, choir. Thank you, Dondi. Mahalo Keakua. Thank you, everybody. And so, well, our service today is with the Reverend Sophia, and she's coming into our meditation and message. And her message today is knowing yourself as spirit, the path to an inner clarity. And so please welcome, my friends, Reverend Sophia Falke. Thank you, Reverend.
Oops. Aloha. Oh, how beautiful you are. You're welcome. I only speak truth. Well, let's begin this morning with a question that has echoed for centuries with spiritual seekers. Who am I really? Or more accurately, what am I? I make the distinction because who is your egoic human nature? But what is the Christ within you? In unity, we affirm that the most important knowledge you can ever attain is self-knowledge, knowledge of that Christ within you. And that's with a capital S, meaning self-knowledge of your spiritual self. The realization that we are not just human beings trying to have spiritual experiences. We are spiritual beings expressing through human form. Every Sunday, pretty much until the end of the year, Kayla, Sasha, and I are sharing Unity's basic principles using Reverend Paul Hasselback's book, Heart-Centered Metaphysics. We're going to use it as our guide to share with you, specifically say, this is what we believe. I mean, we teach it every week. We don't necessarily say, yeah, this is a unity principle. And heart-centered metaphysics draws upon Unity's great metaphysical writers. And we learn through this knowledge of our own mind to gain access to the divine mind, the creative source of all truth, love, and wisdom. In her book, What Are You?, early Unity writer Imelda Shanklin puts it clearly. You are a spiritual being. You are a spiritual being. She's not talking about someday. She's not talking about when you're perfect. Shanklin is saying you are a spiritual being right now. Now, this is the fundamental principle Jesus came to teach us. In the Gospel of John, Jesus says, I and the Father are one. So I and God are one. And he wasn't boasting. He was speaking from the awareness of his spiritual identity. He had self-knowledge, not in the egoic sense, but in the divine sense. He knew what he was. And so must we. Have you ever had a moment, perhaps in meditation or while standing before a breathtaking view, when something within you gently awakened? You weren't just having an intellectual thought. You were becoming aware. Not of the past, not of your to-do list, but of something vast and peaceful within you. Maybe you are looking out over an endless ocean, or watching the waves roll in and out, or standing beneath a starlit sky, humbled by the beauty and mystery of it all. And you have both in abundance there in Hawaii. And suddenly you feel, wait a minute, I'm more than this body, more than my thoughts, more than any story I've ever been telling myself about who I am. There was no voice, no announcement, just a knowing and a quiet, sacred recognition. Recognition that I am spirit. I am part of all this. I am the life behind the life I live. That's divine mind shining through your awareness, reminding you of your eternal nature and what you truly are. And once you've touched that truth, you can never fully forget it. And if you haven't had that experience yet, not to worry. Unity teachings tell you the how to spiritual insight and growth. I remember years ago attending a worship service where the minister told us what we should do. I sat there thinking, yes, okay, but how do I do it? And he never answered the question of how. So I walked out confused. Unity doesn't do that. Unity covers the how. One of the most effective ways to cultivate self-awareness, and I'm talking about the capital S for your spiritual awareness, is self-observation. Watching your thoughts without judgment. Yeah, I wonder what it must have been like for Nelson Mandela. He spent 27 years in prison. Can you imagine that? 27 years of your life? And he could have filled his mind with anger and bitterness, but instead, he observed his thoughts and chose to align with higher values, such as compassion, forgiveness, and unity. Mandela became such a spiritual light that the prison regularly changed his guards so they didn't become too attached to him. That's spiritual discipline. That's self-knowledge and action. And there's a biblical parallel. Remember King David and Bathsheba? I mean, they had this thing going on. And he realized his failings, and he wrote in Psalm 51, and I think you've all heard this, create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me. David didn't deny his faults. Instead, he chose not to cling to them. He turned inward, reflected, and reconnected with God. That's self-observation leading to self-realization. Unity makes it clear. Self-observation is not self-condemnation. The key is self-acceptance. Without it, you can slip into guilt and shame, which cut you off from divine mind. Brene Brown, the researcher and author who's helped millions understand the power of vulnerability and self-compassion, wrote, "You can't shame yourself into transformation. You can only love yourself into healing." Is that beautiful? You can't shame yourself into transformation. You can only love yourself into healing. In Unity, we teach that we must use our 12 powers, especially understanding, love, and wisdom as tools for awakening. Understanding allows you to see beyond appearances. Love connects you to the truth in yourself and others. Wisdom guides your decisions from the Christ within. When faced with a challenge, ask yourself, What does love say? What does wisdom know? What is understanding revealing? When you notice a fear-based thought, don't beat yourself up. Instead, acknowledge it, bless it, and recognizing it does not serve your highest good, release it to God. Remember, unity is heavily based on the principles of prayer and meditation. Our prayers are affirming the good in our lives as if it's already happened. And meditation is being open to receive from the universe, from God, from divine inspiration. And through prayer and meditation, you quiet the noise of the world and open the door to your Christ nature, your true essence. The Apostle Paul said, Christ in you, the hope of glory. He's saying Christ is not a person. And that's what we teach in unity. Christ is a spiritual principle. Christ is the divine potential that lives in every one of us, not just Jesus. Most of you will remember Fred Rogers. He was an ordained minister who saw every child as sacred, every feeling as valid. Now, Rogers hosted over 900 episodes of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, 5 days a week on PBS for 33 years, from 1968 to 2001. Do you know Mr. Rogers? There you go. I thought so. Now, Rogers used a steady, gentle rhythm to create a safe, nurturing space for children to explore feelings, imagination, and real life experiences. You see, I have my hand raised there. Wait a minute. I was like, what's that from? Anyway, he used a steady, gentle rhythm to create a safe, nurturing space for children. And he wanted to help them address the concerns and fears that children have at the level of their understanding. And he introduced spiritual values such as kindness, empathy, and acceptance. His whole life was a prayer of compassion and clarity. Mr. Rogers knew his Christ nature. And by expressing it gently and powerfully, he invited children everywhere to connect with their own Christ nature. Take a moment and think about someone you know who quietly shines their Christ essence to everyone around them. You have someone? You know, it's not just the Jesuses, the Mother Teresas, and the Gandhis of the world. It's all of us. As Unity Truth students, you know much of this. Just about every Sunday, we talk about the Christ in you. Hopefully, this truth that what you are is the Christ, and that you demonstrate the Christ at the level of your consciousness in every moment, has gone from intellectual understanding to a heart-centered spiritual knowing. In the book Heart-Centered Metaphysics by Paul Hasselbeck, he explains, once we become aware of the knower within, we are able to seek true knowledge through prayer and meditation. We come to realize that we each have unique and special talents to share. We begin to understand that true success in life is not dependent solely on formal education, but on the knowledge of Christ, or self-knowledge. That's it, with a capital S. And we are then able to use our education and the knowledge we acquire in life to kind-heartedly serve others. So opening your hearts and your minds to the Christ within allows you to take all the experiences, all the education, all the understanding that you've acquired throughout your life so that you show up in a more Christ-like way in the world and serve others. Have you ever followed an inner nudge to show kindness? Held space for someone without trying to fix them? But just be there compassionately for them. That's the Christ moving through you. When you follow your inner Christ guidance, you demonstrate to the world what true success looks like. Success isn't appearance, approval, or achievements. That's the who, the egoic human world. Unity teaches that the Christ is the what of you. I remember Maya Angelou. Her early life was marked by trauma and silence, but she discovered the power of words, reclaimed her voice, and declared, "I come as one, but I stand as 10,000. That's confidence born from spiritual self-knowledge. And you have the same power. Now, the title today was Knowing Yourself as Spirit, the Path to Inner Clarity. And just to recap, you are a spiritual being. Right now, not someday. Your true identity is spirit expressing in human form. Okay, you are a spiritual being. Self-knowledge, capital S, is the gateway to divine mind. Through understanding your own thoughts and consciousness, you align with the creative intelligence of the universe. Self-observation is the practice. Watch your thoughts without judgment. Notice, reflect, choose consciously. Self-acceptance is essential. Transformation happens through love, not shame. Use the powers of love, understanding, and wisdom to navigate your inner life. And prayer and meditation awaken your Christ nature. Stillness opens the door to knowing that the Christ is the what of you, your divine potential, always present. And true confidence comes from spiritual knowing. When you act from your Christ self, you embody true success, living from compassion, clarity, and service to others. And the Christ isn't only in Jesus, it's in you. Every act of kindness, every moment of presence is your Christ light shining through. So this week, I invite you to walk the path of self-knowledge using these Unity tools. First, self-observe gently. Notice your thoughts. Are they based in truth or fear? Second, use understanding, love, and wisdom to guide your thoughts and responses to circumstances. And third, affirm your spiritual identity. I'm going to lead you in a short affirmation. It is, I am spirit. I am rooted in divine mind. The Christ in me is my true self. So I'll break it up for you. Repeat after me. I am spirit. I am rooted in divine mind. The Christ in me is my true self. Perfect. Now, fourth, spend time daily in prayer and meditation, not just to ask, but to listen. Let your inner light speak. I want to leave you with a question and a truth. When have you ever felt most like yourself? Not while you were performing, not when you were pleasing, but when you were still, aware, and connected. That's what you really are. Not broken, not lacking. You are a radiant expression of the divine. The more you remember that, the more you live with clarity, peace, and power. So as you go forward, remember, you are spirit having a human experience. You are the divine shining through and blessing the earth to the level of your current connection and consciousness with Source. And you are a blessing and you are blessed. So remember this week, look at your thoughts. Be gentle. Use understanding, love, and wisdom. Affirm your spiritual identity and spend time daily in prayer and meditation. So let's take a moment now and go into meditation. So I invite you to close your eyes, both feet on the floor, and just feel yourself grounded to Mother Earth. And closing the outer eyes so the inner eye can see more clearly. And as always, breathe deeply, breathe in the light and the love that is God, and release on the exhale any disturbance in your thoughts, in your emotions, and the physical level. When you breathe in, feel it coming down through your crown chakra, that healing energy and light of God. Feel it vibrating every cell and tissue of your body and bringing healing. And when you exhale, release any dis-ease you feel in your body. Continuing to breathe deeply, knowing that you are God expressing in this world. You are the divine. Affirm to yourself, I know myself as spirit. And take these affirmations in to your heart and to your soul. Bring forth that loving feeling that will anchor them and make them true for you. I know myself as spirit. I observe my thoughts with love. I live from the Christ within me. I am rooted in divine mind. Walk the path of clarity, courage, and truth. Remember, you are the light of the world. You are God's love demonstrating in the world. So I invite you to take that light and the love, that high vibration, and send it out into our world. First, blessing those closest to you. And where there is illness, where there is despair, shine your light. And know that you are powerful spiritual beings beyond measure. Continue radiating that light and love throughout our country, throughout the world. And know that as you raise your vibration, you are raising the vibration of this planet for all the people who live and breathe, who want to love and be prosperous and thrive. And let us hold that vision for the people of the world. Let you hold that vision for yourself and your community. And know that as we return to this time and this place, that you are transforming the world. One thought, one word, and one action at a time. And so it is. Aloha. Thank you. Mahalo.
Thank you. What an inspirational message for today. Thank you, Reverend Sophia. What an honor it is to have her coming in on the Zoom here in Unity. And so, well, there's a lot to think about. Inspire yourselves, doing better, be Ohana, and follow the light of love. And with that, we're going to do our offertory prayer, and our ushers will be coming forward. So we are truly appreciate all gifts and offerings and tithes brought to the church. There's going to be a QR code for the PayPal and different ways that you can offer your time, treasures, and talents. And so now with our offertory blessing on the board, let's do this together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am abundantly prosperous in every way. And now we have some more music. Choir, stage right, stage left. Thank you, everybody. And let's always take that high road for sure. And with that, our ushers are moving forward. They got their gifts and offerings in hand. And as we bless these gifts and offerings, let's all come together and do this. There it is. Offertory prayer. Blessings. There we go. Through Spirit, we know that as we give, so shall we receive. We dedicate and consecrate these gifts to do your will and your work in this center, in our lives, and in our community. And so it is. Thank you, ushers, for your service today. Mahalo. And well, let me tell you about next Sunday. We got our special guest speaker. Sasha Knowles is back, and our topic is Soul Spark, lighting up the divine potential. You are more powerful and more radiant and more divine than you ever imagined. We will explore how to tap into the soul spark and build a deeper connection into divine awareness, one gentle shift at a time. So join us next Sunday for that. And in closing, please feel free to tell all your friends and family about our broadcast, Facebook Live, and also YouTube and Twitch. So you can check out the old services, get right up to date with the new ones coming on. And so definitely join us on that. And so as we get ready to hold our hearts in our hands, we'll create a circle here in the sanctuary right behind the cameras, and we'll do our closing songs. Let there be peace on earth and aloha oi. Mahalo nui loa. Thank you, everybody. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony, perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. And as we hold this peace of the moment until we meet again, let's finish with Aloha Oi. Aloha Oi. Aloha Oi. Eke ona ona no hikalipo. One fond embrace. Ahoy ao until we meet again. Ahui ho and aloha. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We got refreshments upstairs. Let's have a little more fellowship before the board meeting.